How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. As you know, my name is Shannon and this is Shannon's Garage. So today's episode is going to start a little bit different. It's in the afternoon. I haven't done any filming on any cars today, and that's for one reason, and one very good reason. As you can see behind me, that is my baby husky Bambi, and she has had a litter of pups. So I have been a little bit preoccupied trying to help her deliver all of her pups. It's been a long day, but I will get started on some cars hopefully this afternoon. I am pretty exhausted. It's been an emotional roller coaster, as with all pregnancies and labour. So what I'm going to do now though is I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to give you a look at the 6 little puppies and my baby girl. So yeah, I hope you enjoy her. She's gorgeous. Okay, here's my baby. This is Bambi. She's 4 years old. She's a purebred red Siberian Husky. And here are her 6 puppies. We have 2 males and 4 females, all purebreds, as you've probably seen in previous videos of mine. The dad is a blonde Siberian Husky. You can see by the tape on her leg and on her belly. We had to rush her into the vet for an emergency C-section because a couple of the pups were a little bit too big to come out. So, look, she's a fantastic mum. She's doing great. The pups are doing fantastic. They're happy and healthy, and yeah, a couple of new additions to the Shannon's Garage family. So there you have it. Aren't they cute? They are all absolutely adorable. And as I said, we now have 6 more to add to the Shannon's Garage family. But for now, I don't know if I'll see you tomorrow or later this afternoon, but I'm going to spend a little bit of time with her and the pups and, you know, just keep an eye on and make sure they're doing okay. So yeah, I will probably see you all tomorrow. Stay cool. Okay, so it is the next day here on Shannon's Garage, and as promised, I am back to working on cars. Now, you guys asked for it, so it's coming back on the channel. The E36 Pandem Rocket Bunny wide body convertible 328 IM Sport will be featured in the next few episodes of the channel. I do have to duck off to the shops quickly just to grab some supplies to get some work started on that car. But the plan for today is get the over fenders finished off and paint prepped and ready to go, and start dismantling the car and getting that ready for paint prep as well. So the roof's got to come off, the door handles, you know, anything that's not going to get painted black does need to come off the car. So yeah, let me duck off to the shops quickly. We'll get what I need to get and we'll get started. Okay, so here we are at the front of Burson's Auto Parts here at Browns Plains. I'm going to go in, have a chat to the boys, see what we see, and take you along for the ride. All right, so as you can see, there is a hell of a lot of really cool stuff in there. Burson's Auto Parts, all right. They've given me $1,000 gift card to help support the channel, and so I can spend that money in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it to you guys. What would you guys like to see me spend $1,000 on here at Burson's Auto Parts? I've given you a quick guide as to go through. Jump on the website, guys, have a look. There is some really cool stuff for anything from auto parts to accessories, a lot of maintenance gear there, so oils and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, look, head on over to bursons.com.au, check them out, and yeah, we'll get on with our day. All right, here we are, last stop for this morning before we head back to the workshop and continue work on that E36 wide body. Going to stop in here, get some supplies, and then yeah, we'll head home. So let's get this going and let's get what we need. Okay, so here we are back at Shannon's Garage. Very productive morning. Burson's, fantastic company. I will leave a link in the description below. Go and check them out, guys. Like I said before, they do amazing spare parts. Anything you need for a service and maintaining your vehicles, they are definitely the place to go to. Now, we are back at the workshop, so I am going to open up that roller door and we're going to drag the E36 out. Now, I'm thinking we start front to back. All right, there's a fair bit of bodywork that needs doing on it. If we start from the front bumper, work our way through to the back of the car, we'll get everything done, and that way, we can get it in the spray booth pretty quickly and get that thing painted on the road and start enjoying it. Before we drag that out though, see this? I just had a subscriber / customer. He was here a couple of weeks ago purchasing parts for his E36 off the wreck that I've got out the back. And he noticed when he was here that I didn't have a floor creeper. So he turned up this morning, just after I got back, and dropped one off. So thank you. Massive shout out. That is absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. You know who you are. Stay subscribed. Stay in the chance to win that E36. But for now, let's have a bit of fun with this thing and then get the E36 out. All right, well, here she is. She's outside. She's ready to go. What I'm going to do first is we're going to take that front bumper bar off, fill in that little gap there. Now, this is the problem when you deal with or work with fiberglass parts, is they don't always fit OEM products. So I do have to fill that little gap in, get all that sanded back, put it in some primer, maybe put a quick black coat over it, just to see that it's all well and good. But we'll get started on that now, and then, as I said before, we'll just work our way all the way back. So yeah, stay tuned and then we'll get this thing going. So there you have it. Both the bumper and the front lip have both been sanded down, just getting rid of any of those little imperfections. I started off with 180 grit just to really get into it, and then I finished it off with a 360. So now I'm just going to prep sole the whole thing and then put a coat of primer down. While the primer is drying, I will start on the little bumper skirts, I guess you call them, or little bumper spats, whatever they're called, which marry up to the wide body. Get them all prepped up and ready to go as well. And then we start on the over fenders. So yeah, the front's coming together pretty quickly. Once I've got them in primer too, I will put them all back together so that way they are all 100% assembled, and then put it on the car and see how it looks. So yeah, let's keep going. All right, so there you go. The bumper, skirts, and sides bats are all in primer and all now assembled on the front bumper itself. It's come up really, really well. All those little imperfections I was telling you about are now gone, and it is really, really smooth and ready for a light sand, probably a wet sand, and then paint. So that is now done. I'll turn the camera around and give you a really good look at it so you can have a good look and just see the kind of work that I did. Yes, I did do it in pressure pack, but that's because the paint that I'm using is a multi-stage paint or a one-stage paint, I guess. It is literally a primer paint all in one, so I don't have to do the entire car. It will lay over this nicely. The reason why I've done it this way is so that way, you know, those little imperfections I was telling you about, I can get them out before we start laying down paint. So look, let me turn the camera around, give you a good look at it, and yeah, we'll get going and start something else. That over fender now is extremely smooth. Now, I did that with 80 grit coarse sandpaper and one of my speed files, and then just a block sanding pad. Both of them are quite rigid and solid to get any little waves and high points out of the panel. And as you can see by the amount of panel that's come back through that, it's going to be smooth. This thing is going to look like glass once that black paint goes down. All right, I'll turn the camera around quickly so you can have a bit of a look, and then yeah, I will probably end the video there. So let me turn it around. Alrighty, so I am going to end the video there today. As you've seen by the time lapse, I have gotten a fair bit of work done. Front fender is now completely smooth. So all I've got left to do to that is prime it, and that thing's ready for paint. Front bumper bar, done, in primer, ready for paint. In the next episode, I will get started on the side skirts, rear fender, and the other side of the car, and we'll get them all knocked out and ready for primer as well. I am going to try on the next episode too to finish off that bonnet. I do have to cut those vents out so that way it sits better on the bonnet. As you can see, that the vents kind of sit up a little bit. But yeah, look, as I said before, I do have $1,000 to spend at Burson's. Thank you, Burson's, for coming to the party and helping support a channel. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you would like to see me buy, I guess. So jump on the website, have a look, get me some ideas. You know, it's got to be beneficial to the workshop, you know, got to be beneficial to the cars that I work on. But leave your comments below and let me know what I should spend that $1,000 on. So remember, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And if you haven't already, go and check me out on Instagram at Shannon's Garage Australia. But for now, stay cool.